Good afternoon guys and welcome back to the channel. This is Fox Automotive and today we're going to dive into Acura again. Just a couple weeks ago we covered a story about Acura and some spy shots of the upcoming 2021 TLX and MDX, and we also talked about how there could be a Type S variant and a sporty variant of these models coming back to the marketplace, which really excited a lot of you down in the comments. And today we have more good news, so we get to expand on that and talk about a new Type S concept that was unveiled by Acura, showing Acura's commitment to still pursuing and investigating and funding sports cars. So let's take a closer look at this concept vehicle and what it might mean for Acura's future lineup in today's story of the day. For me, what's most exciting about this is that it's a sedan. While sedans seem to be having a hard time in today's market, I think there are some really compelling offers out there, and seeing some of the adaptations of sedans to make them more attractive in today's world, such as, say, Audi changing the A5 to a Sportback variant. And even what we're seeing in this Type S concept, there's some really exciting things that are being done to make the sedan attractive again to today's consumers. And for me, that's really exciting because I think sedans are a great vehicle that can offer a lot of utility and practicality of a functional rear seat that can be folded down for storage or used for seating, while still being a small enough vehicle to offer a fun and exciting drive. But diving into this Type S concept, the first thing you're going to notice is the cab back design, meaning the cab of the vehicle is shifted towards the back, meaning there's a very elongated hood, which is similar to some of the other vehicles we're seeing, especially coupes out of Mercedes, for example, the very iconic SLR or even the new AMG GT. Obviously, this is not to the extreme of those, but it's really neat to see this design in a sedan. A lot of sportier rear-wheel drive sedans are configured like this, and even some of the newer offerings like BMW's new M5 or even the Kia Stinger have this design a bit, but I feel like the Type S exaggerates it a bit more and it looks beautiful. The main benefit of this configuration is that it helps keep more of the weight of the motor between the axles, which really helps improve handling. However, it does sacrifice some of the interior space and rear space, trunk space, to house the mechanical bits to make this happen. So while this Type S is just a concept vehicle, so Acura hasn't necessarily defined a bunch of details about it because it's not a real production model, there are some indications that can help us interpret certain things about the future direction of Acura. Obviously, a company like Acura is not just going to throw money into a concept car just for the hell of it so they can show it to the press and say, hey, here, look at something we made. There's obviously going to be a strong correlation between the R&D and research that went into this vehicle as well as what we'll see in the upcoming models for Acura. So as we're looking at S variants or Type S models of the TLX or MDX possibly coming in the coming years here, even by 2021 model years, we can look at this Type S for some more styling cues about what these future models might look like even. Because the benefit here is that obviously since it's a concept car, they don't put it under camo or anything like that. So now if we look at the Type S side by side with some of these spy shots that we showed earlier of the MDX or TLX, especially the TLX, maybe we can start to interpret some of what's happening underneath the camo. So if you haven't seen that video already looking at the spy shots of the TLX and MDX, I suggest you go watch that. It might also be good just to rewatch it now after seeing this video on the Type S, so you can get a little bit more of an understanding of the future path of Acura. So really my main takeaway here is that Acura is looking at pretty aggressive designs. They're staying committed to the sedan form factor, and they're renewing their commitment to sporty cars. What this means for us right now is that in the next coming model years, we will start to see some of what they learned from the Type S concept implemented in the new generations of Acura. But it also means that we should pay very close attention to any future information that Acura releases on this Type S, because this will be directly involved in these upcoming vehicles very shortly. So as we learn more about the platform, the powertrain, the drivetrain, anything that's mechanically built into the Type S concept, let's pay attention to it because we'll likely see that in the sportier variants of especially the TLX. So hopefully you guys found this video interesting and informative. If you did, make sure you like this video and share it with a friend who might also enjoy it. Your support really helps us out a lot, so please get subscribed to our channel and follow us to stay up to date on interesting news topics like these in the automotive industry. But with that being said, I'm Thomas, this is Fox Automotive. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in our next video.